So people ask, they go, hey, what does the Bible say about death? And I want to start with a verse. I want to start with John 11. We're going to look at verse 25 and 26. And this is right after Jesus' good friend Lazarus has passed away. And as Jesus shows up to the funeral, Lazarus' sister is like really upset. She thinks he showed up late. He should have been earlier. But this is what Jesus says to her. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, so death, inevitability here, though he die, yet he will live. That seems remarkable. And everyone who lives and believes, meaning who are currently alive, and everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. And then he asks her, do you believe this? She says, yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who's come into the world to do exactly what he said in that passage, which is to bring life. So in this little passage, we see that death does seem to have an inevitability. It says, though he die, he will live. And anybody who's alive today and believes in me, he will never die. And I feel like that's will never die forever. And I think this is actually the great thing that we fear about death, is that we will lose something we can never regain. A friend, a loved one, memories. But what is the promise that Jesus gives us? What is the actual good news? And I believe it is that, like he says here in John 11, 25 and 26, says, and if he believes in me, he will never die forever, right? Paul says, my body, it just goes to take a nap. It says it sleeps. But, Jesus' body died. And to show us how weak death really is, to show us how incapable this inescapable thing is, he actually got up from the grave and walked out on his own path.